Luke, there are no shortages of earbuds.
It's true.
Headphones, wireless, wired,
Yep.
hands-free. Tons of options out there.
Yeah.
Let's talk about one in particular.
Okay.
These are the Shure AONIC Freeze.
All right.
So, this is the brand Shure. So we have, actually, can't see it here, but we have the microphone that we're recording these podcasts and episodes with.
Yeah.
Same company that we recently took a look at their AONIC 40 on-ear headphones.
Yep.
This is their wireless earbud option.
Okay.
Now, the AONIC Free, which you can see, big sound,
Yeah.
pretty big package,
Yeah. So
relatively speaking.
yeah, this carrying case, while they obviously engineered it to be as sleek as they could possibly be with these earphones. It is not the smallest form factor we've seen in a mobile earbud carrying case.
Sure.
And these earbuds are not the smallest we've seen either.
They are not.
So these have a pretty big, I don't know if you can show it to the camera there, a pretty big footprint. In ear doesn't seem that bad, but you have this, our color here is the crimson chrome.
Crimson Chrome.
And they have a graphite also, which is like a kind of a black metallic. This whole red part here is what sticks out of the ear.
Yeah.
So it looks kind of like one of those an old school, like the Jabra or old school Bluetooth headsets that we've seen before. That's what it reminds me of. But you're going to have the quality, sound quality that Shure can bring to the table, which is incredible. Right,
so
they know what they're doing when it comes to audio.
That's the thing. They do, especially for audio input. Now, for audio output, this is really one of the. I mean, they've only had a couple of models so far,
Right.
And from all accounts, well received, well reviewed, across the board. So these are something that I'm interested in checking out because of the size. Because I wonder if that form factor feels any different than it looks. Because at first blush, it looks like a big commitment.
Yeah.
And to carry these around, if this is something that, I'm on a daily basis going to and from the gym or school or anything where I'm just going to constantly have these in and out of my pocket, this is a pretty big thing to carry around.
Yeah, I said it before we started recording. I think if I had a case like that and my phone, I'm tapped out for pocket space.
Yeah.
I mean, you throw in keys and a wallet, you're going to be busting at the seams.
Yeah. But potentially worth it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, and that's where these come in. You've got a lot of really interesting specifications, capabilities.
Yep.
So for us to say these things, we're not even really, this isn't even a review. This is more of a
first look or
unboxing
almost.
Excuse me. And looking at some of the specifications and even going through the guide here, these have a lot of functions that you can use, with the buttons. And what's nice is you can do this with either the left or the right ear.
Nice.
So if you're doing things like answering a call or muting, if you want to change listen to the ambient listening to kind of hear your environment, I believe they call it
environmental mode.
Yeah, environment mode. So you can do simple things like one tap to answer, one tap to hang up. If you hold for 2 seconds, it'll decline a call. But then if you get into musical controls, you can do 1 for tap to play, 2 to go to environment mode, 3 times to trigger your voice assistant. So that's very cool. They do come with some different tips, and they do have like this almost like a memory, like a foam.
Yeah, it's not as much, most ear tips that we see are like a silicone kind of. These almost have some cushion to them. They almost feel like you said, like a memory foam kind of feel.
They kind of remind me of like professional earplugs.
Yeah.
From like a job site or something that you would put in so that it just kind of fits and then expands to fill your ear.
Right, which will definitely help with the noise canceling aspect of it. So that's a really cool thing. The other thing that these have which you said tap, and I don't know if there's a difference. These have a button on the top of each one.
Mm-hmm.
So do you know if there is a tap or a button control?
So it's going to be the button.
Okay. So,
yeah,
so there is no tap control. It's just the button.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's on the top, and I don't know if you could see it here, but on the top of each of these, there is kind of a, I don't know if you can get it, button on top, and you can feel it. It has some nice travel.
So honestly, to me, that's a welcome change because we talk a lot about we've tried so many different earbuds here. Some of them have a real learning curve where you're trying to figure out where to tap.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them are down on the stem if there's a stem. Some of them are just a tap on the top if it's just a bud. Sometimes you're tapping, on the front of it or the back of it. And
right.
So there's a little bit of learning curve. That's a little easier because you have just a clickable button.
Yeah, that's a big thing for me is early on is how quickly can I learn?
Yeah.
Being able to tap it 1, 2, 3 times, like I want to know that I'm doing that.
Right.
I don't want to feel like I'm registering something that's not there.
Oh, I tapped 3 times, but it did the thing for 2 taps because it didn't register the first one.
Or am I not?
Or am I going too fast?
Yeah. So this, and they, like I said, they have a nice click to them, and you can definitely feel the travel. It's very obvious.
Yep.
The case, while it is big, looks to be about as small as they can make that.
Yeah.
So when you put the earbuds in there.
And to hold all the, I'm sure there's a little battery in there because that is a charging case.
Mm-hmm.
So the earbuds will do 7 hours.
Okay.
And then the case will hold 2 more charges. So 21 hours total between the earbuds and the case.
Okay. And that's pretty...
Kind of standard.
Yeah, pretty par for the course with something like this. So what do these run?
These are coming in at $199.
Okay.
So kind of a premium.
Yeah, it's heading in that direction.
Which is maybe a little weird because of the form factor and design. It does feel slightly dated. But again, some of those dated features, I say dated with air quotes, like a button, are nice to have.
Sure.
So yeah, $199. You're gonna get the sound quality of Shure. So
right.
There's a brand that you've heard of that you can trust behind it. But this is also a fairly new playground for them. So I'm interested to see your thoughts when you play around with them and kind of how they hold up.
So a couple features that I am interested in is the Qualcomm aptX codec, so it'll sound better for things that are coded that way or encoded.
Yep.
This also has an app that I can go in and kind of change the equalizer settings.
Yeah.
So that's something that I like, that not all earbuds give you that control.
No, and that is something we see with a more premium option.
Yeah.
So it falls in line with that.
And then these, of course, are also water resistant.
Nice.
I think they're X4, IPX4. So, the foam definitely feels like something that, will probably wipe down easily if it gets wet or sweaty.
Yep.
I am curious. I don't want to prematurely judge these because of the size.
Right.
And that was my first reaction when I pulled them out of the box was, oh boy.
Yeah.
These are a lot bigger than what I'm used to seeing.
Right.
Than I'm used to kind of carrying around.
Yeah.
However, if they do the job, they do the job because we've had bigger things.
That's right.
In the past. So these are the Shure Shure. These are the AONIC free true wireless sound isolating earphones.
Yeah. Awesome.
Thank you.
Thanks.